Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the Monday Night Raw review for July 11th, 2016. The show opened up with I think it was 30-man Intercontinental #1 contender battle royal for some reason. Not exactly sure why. Aiden English, as soon as the match started, he got eliminated. Darren Young was in the match, though, with Bob Backlund at ringside. Curtis Axel and Connor got eliminated. R-Truth went. He got eliminated. Victor got eliminated. Jimmy tried to eliminate Jay, but then right after, they both eliminated Devon. I had Goldust winning the match. I don't know why. I just wanted Goldust to win the championship from Miz. He was gone. Down goes Swagger. Darren Young got hit with the end of days. Doesn't really matter in a battle royal. Del Rio got eliminated by Apollo Crews. Dolph Ziggler got eliminated by Baron Corbin. And then Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews eliminated each other. And Darren Young won. Darren Young, in his first match, since becoming the new Darren Young, the Make Darren Young Great Again gimmick, is now the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship at BattleGround. So, there's that. Sheamus versus Zack Ryder. I didn't care about this match. Sheamus versus, Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder starts on top. He hits a couple drop kicks. Sheamus hits a clothesline, and then hits a brogue kick. Very short match. Rusev hits comes out and locks in the Accolade, and accepts Zack Ryder's challenge from Smackdown, and then earlier in the night for BattleGround for United States Championship. So that's two titles that didn't have matches for BattleGround that got matches for BattleGround. So it's The Miz versus Darren Young for the Intercontinental, and Rusev versus Zack Ryder. I don't see Rusev losing. I don't know if they're going to give it to Darren Young. I don't know if they're going to play out the whole Make Darren Young Great Again and have him legit be great again and have him win a singles title for the first time. I think it's the first time. I don't know. Breezango versus the Lucha Dragons. I really didn't care about this match either. Sin Cara took over early. Fandango started to rally back. I didn't get to see the rest of the match, but Breezango won. Seth Rollins had his own talk show, because everybody has their own talk show now. It's called The Rollins Report. Seth said that he had some exclusive unseen footage straight from Roman Reigns' mouth of an interview that him and Seth had regarding what is going on with Roman Reigns' suspension. But it really was Seth was talking, he was asking questions, and then he edited a bunch of clips. Well, he didn't, but he had a bunch of clips edited together from a bunch of past Roman Reigns interviews to make it sound like he said some shit. It was really funny. It was a great segment, very entertaining. Dean Ambrose came out, and Seth says that Dean's reign is a joke and that Dean is a coward. He says that Dean Ambrose only needs the triple threat because he knows that Dean and Roman are just going to gang up on him. Dean says that time and time again, for the past few years, Dean has proved that he is a workhorse and that he deserves to be WWE champion. And he's going to have fun as much as he damn well pleases because he deserves it. He is on top for a reason. Dean says that he is never going to lose a title. He never will. He then says that Seth can have his one-on-one title shot any day, anytime, any place. And Seth's like, I think Detroit's the place. He walks out of the ring. He's like, actually, never mind. Next week. And then later on in the show, it got announced next week on Raw. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. Now, I was reading rumors that they're going to have Dean lose it and then have a storyline where it's Roman versus Seth I don't know if this is when Dean's going to lose it. It would make sense for him to lose it at the triple threat, but I have no idea. Kevin Owens versus Cesaro with Sami Zayn on commentary. Before the match starts, Kevin Owens refuses to go out because Sami Zayn's on commentary. Stephanie sends refs out to the ring and escorts Sami Zayn to the back. While Sami Zayn's walking up the ramp, Kevin Owens comes out. They exchange a few blows, and the match starts. Cesaro takes over early. Owens super kicks Cesaro over the barricade into the timekeeper's area. Owens hits a running senton. He hits a neck breaker. He gets a 2 count. Cesaro starts an uppercut party. He gets a 2 count. He hits a springboard uppercut. He gets another 2 count. Owens hits a swinging neck breaker for the win. It was like a, I don't know. It looked like a fireman carry into an RKO, kinda upside down. But they were calling it a swinging neck breaker. I guess that might be what it's actually called. Sami Zayn then comes out of nowhere and attacks Kevin Owens from behind, throws him into the ring, and Cesaro sends him swinging. Titus O'Neil versus Heath Slater. Who really cares? Titus won. The footage from the fight from the compound match between the New Day and the Wyatts. So, if you don't know what the compound match is, it's pretty much when the WWE was touring in Japan a few weeks ago, they obtained footage from the Final Deletion, which was Matt and Jeff Hardy, what they did in TNA, where they fought in Matt's yard. And they loved it, so they decided to have the New Day and the Wyatt family do it. And TNA's version sucked. WWE version had to have been better, right? Well, let's go over this. It started out with someone who I assume is Sister Abigail, because it was a girl in a Wyatt family in a sheep mask, so I assume it's Sister Abigail. Her and a bunch of cars greeted the New Day. Before the attack, I didn't it was just pretty much just a bunch of normal attacks. They were just kind of brawling in the mud, really. Bray randomly took Xavier Woods. He tried to hit him with an axe on a tree. He put him in a car. He tried to kill him with the axe. In the car, he broke out all the windows, and then a bunch of people in sheep masks just come out of the woods, and then the New Day leave, and then it ended. It wasn't better than TNA's. I mean, it wasn't. I don't know if it was better. I mean, there wasn't fireworks. TNA, the Final Deletion, it had fireworks. My favorite part of the Final Deletion was Matt was like, "Brother Nero, oh shit," and then Jeff's like, "You're right, oh shit," and then he shoots Matt with fireworks. That was my favorite part. Nothing like that happened. I mean, there was a part where Braun Strowman's standing in the mud and he's got his fists over his head. He's just screaming. It was probably the manliest thing I've ever seen. But anyway. It was nothing. I hope they have a real match. A real match would be great. This, not so much. The Club versus Enzo and Cass. Anderson took over early. Now, I didn't get to see part of this match, but I saw enough to be able to talk about it. Anderson took over early. The Club manhandled Enzo. They destroyed him for most of the match. When I was able to see... Big Cass came in. He started to take over on Anderson. They hit the Air Enzo, or the rocket launcher, whatever they're calling it now. But AJ gets involved. He takes out Big Cass, throws him into the crowd. Eventually, the ref sees AJ messing with Cass. They ring the bell. The club then surround Enzo. John Cena comes out. John Cena, Enzo, and Cass then take out the club, and they stand tall. Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooke. Obviously, Sasha Banks going to win this match. Sasha starts off strong. Dana kicks Sasha out of the ring. Sasha gets slammed by Dana. She gets a 2 count. Dana hits a big boot. Sasha hits a couple knees. She gets a 2 count. A crossbody from Sasha Banks. She gets another 2 count. And then Sasha locks in the big statement and gets the win. And that was technically the main event because the last part was a segment. Vince comes out to discuss who's going to be running Smackdown when it goes live next Tuesday. The draft is next week. That just means more videos. There's going to be a video on Wednesday now. Vince says that Shane and Stephanie have done a fair job running Raw. The content's good, but it's not great. He wants competition between them, but he's disappointed. He says that they both need to convince him. Stephanie says that Shane shit talks Vince behind his back. Shane says that he is the bringer of change and that he will tell you what's on his mind, but he'll do it in a respectful manner and not try to piss you off. Vince announces that Shane gets Smackdown, but he's no longer in charge of Raw, and Stephanie gets complete control of Raw, and that next week on Raw, they will both pick general managers, and right before Vince leaves, he says, "Let the games begin," and he walks out of the ring. Stephanie and Shane stare at each other, and Shane says, "Well, you hear what he said, let the games begin." And Stephanie says, "There's only one game in this business, and I'm married to him." So it pretty much confirms, well, not pretty much, it could not happen, but you kind of assume Triple H is going to be her general manager, and the Authority is going to be back in power on Raw. I don't know who Shane's going to pick. I don't know. Have to wait and see. Don't know. Not sure. Mick Foley, maybe. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know, though. But, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. BattleGround is next week. Yeah, next week. So, there's that. So, next week is packed. We have Monday, we have Seth versus Dean for the title. We have the draft. We have and then we have BattleGround. So that's a lot of wrestling. That's a Raw review, SmackDown review, BattleGround preview, BattleGround results. That's 4 wrestling videos you guys are getting next week. So be prepared. That's going to be it for today, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Cam Cons Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.